Others falling on good earth. Verse 8 says, and others fell on the good earth and gave fruit, some indeed 100-fold, and some 60, and some 30. The good earth signifies the good heart that is not hardened by worldly traffic, that is without hidden sins, and that is without the anxiety of the age and the deceitfulness of riches. Such a heart gives every inch of its ground to receive the word, that the word may grow, bear fruit, and produce even 100-fold. The good heart is a heart which has no worldly traffic, no rocks, Jesus, I love you, Lord. The good soil. The kingdom and the church are growing here. Here in the church life, we are growing Christ, and we are growing the kingdom. The kingdom does not come by our working. It comes only by the growth of Christ within us. May we all be impressed that today in the Lord's recovery, the Lord is doing the work of sowing himself into people, so that he may have the good earth to grow himself into the kingdom. This is the first parable, and this is the preliminary work for the establishment of the kingdom of the heavens. Life study of Matthew, message 37, the unveiling of the kingdom's mysteries. In the last message, we saw that the good earth is the people according to the constitution of the kingdom of the heavens. The constitution is a complete description of the good earth, of one who is poor in spirit and pure in heart, who has no worldly traffic within him, whose being is not hardened, who has no hidden rocks of temple, lust, self, and flesh concealed within him. All this corresponds to the requirements given in their constitution. Those who are the good earth have no thorns, no anxiety of life, and no deceitfulness of riches. Therefore, they become the good earth in which the seed can grow. This good earth is the people who live according to the constitution of the kingdom of the heavens. In other words, their living exactly matches the constitution. The kingdom of the heavens is built by the multiplication of the seed. The sower sows the seed grows and multiplies, and eventually the multiplication of the seed becomes the constituent of the kingdom. This reveals that the kingdom is not built by any kind of work, but that it is built by the multiplication of the seed sown by the sower. Christ came as the sower, sowing himself as the seed of life. This seed of life enters humanity to bring forth fruit, the sons of the kingdom. This is the multiplication of the seed. The kingdom is built by this multiplication. Therefore, the kingdom is the multiplication of the seed sown by the sower. The sower himself is the seed, and the multiplication of the seed is the multiplication of the sower. Hence, the kingdom is built with the multiplication of Christ. The kingdom is the enlargement of Christ, the multiplication of Christ as the seed sown into us. If we see this, we shall know what kind of living we should have and in what kind of situation we should be, so that we may participate in the kingdom. Having seen this matter, let us now proceed to consider the second parable, the establishment of the kingdom of its false constituents. The kingdom of the heavens likened to a man sowing good seed. Verse 24 says, the kingdom of the heavens is likened to a man sowing good seed in his field. With the second parable, the Lord began to say, the kingdom of the heavens was likened to, because the kingdom of the heavens began to be established when the church was built on the day of Pentecost, the time when the second parable began to be fulfilled. It was from that time, after the church was founded, that the tares, the false believers, were sown amidst the true believers, the wheat. The kingdom of the heavens began with the second parable. This is the reason the Lord used the words, the kingdom of the heavens was likened to. These words were not spoken by the Lord in the first parable, because at that time the kingdom of the heavens had not yet come. Rather, the parable was concerned with the preliminary work for the kingdom of the heavens. But at the time of the second parable, the kingdom of the heavens had come. Thus the Lord said that the kingdom of the heavens was likened to a man sowing good seed in his field. The heavenly king having sown good seed in his field. The parable of the tares is easy to understand. In the first parable, the seed sown by the sower was the word of the kingdom. Verse 19 says this clearly. But in the second parable, we see that the seed has developed into the sons of the kingdom. Firstly, this means that the seed was the word sown into humanity. And secondly, that it has grown into the sons of the kingdom. In the foregoing message, I pointed out that the seed is the word with Christ in it as life. According to the second parable, this seed grows into us, the kingdom people. the sons of the kingdom. Therefore, the wheat is the sons of the kingdom, the real believers, those regenerated with the divine life. The enemy having come and sown tares amidst the wheat. Verse 25 says, But while the man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares amidst the wheat and went away. The men were the slaves, referring to the lost slaves, mainly the apostles. It was when the lost slaves were sleeping, not watching, that the lost enemy, the devil, came and sowed false believers amidst the true ones. Verse 25 says that the enemy sowed tares amidst the wheat. A tare is a kind of dung, a weed resembling wheat. Its seeds are poisonous, producing sleepiness, nausea, convulsions, and even death. The sprout and leaves of the tares look the same as those of the wheat. It is impossible to discern one from the other until the fruit is produced. The fruit of the wheat is golden yellow, but that of the tares is black. In the Old Testament, the children of Israel in the kingdom of God were likened to grapes growing in the vineyard. Whereas in the New Testament, the kingdom people in the kingdom of the heavens are likened to wheat growing in the field. The vineyard was fenced, limited only to the Jews, whereas the field is worldwide, unlimited, open to all peoples. This parable discloses that not long after the establishment of the kingdom by the building of the church, the situation of the kingdom of the heavens changed. It was established with the sons of the kingdom, the wheat, but the sons of the evil one, the tares, grew up to alter the situation. Hence, a difference has arisen between the kingdom of the heavens and its outward appearance. Whereas the sons of the kingdom, the wheat, constitute the kingdom, the sons of the evil one, the tares, have formed the outward appearance of the kingdom, which today is called Christendom.